gonna chat. We're gonna have a little chit chat, shall we? I know my hair kind of looks crazy and I kind of look like a toddler, but just go with it. Here with my water. I would love to be drinking like a fun beverage, like a tea or coffee or something. But honestly, I just need to drink more water so far today. You may be asking, what is today's topic? And I don't know, we'll see which direction I'm leaning in, but so far, let's talk about self-control and how people lack it and how that makes me feel. So recently, very recently, as of yesterday, I had a situation happen, and the situation had literally nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. It was about a person that I don't even talk to. Like, it had nothing to do with me. Somebody literally like inserted themselves into my life and started drama. And you know, that's very rare for me just because I interact with so few people that would frankly do that to me. But especially like this is not even a person I talk to. This is not a person I'm friends with. This is not a person that outside of the blood relation that we share, there are no words exchanged between us. It's just a situation that happened, and it got weird and rude and just so totally and completely inappropriate for a fully grown person. This person is so fully grown, it hurts. This person has kids. I've been struggling so much lately. I'm struggling to stay alive, if I'm being honest. In multiple aspects of my life, I'm struggling to stay here on this earth. That's it. I'm struggling so much. You know, I've been going through it physically. I've been having a lot of issues. I've been having a lot of really bad flare-ups, and I am barely functioning. But what even was my functioning before is not even a thing that's happening right now. That's how badly I am functioning. I can do nothing for myself. I need help. I'm scared to be alone a lot of the time because that's how bad my physical health has been. Extremely limited. I've had to take it extremely easy, and that's just where we're at. So for all of this to happen on a day where I just said, you know, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. If anything happens, it's just really gonna push me so much closer to the edge. You know, it brought up a thing in my head that I think about all the time, which is self-control. I, as a person, have, frankly, an immense amount of self-control. And frankly, for me, I have to have a lot of self-control. I don't have the mental and physical capabilities to expend energy on stupid crap. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to argue with people who don't matter to me or who make up nonsense that have nothing to do with anything. I don't have the energy to do it. I don't. I'm sick and I have a lot of stress in my life. You know, the biggest thing that I wake up with and go to sleep with thinking is, what happens? What happens if I get worse? And my worst day is my every day and my every moment of every day. Who takes care of me? That's been my thing. That's been my thing that I've been struggling with. There are certain things that I struggle with, thought patterns, and, you know, I try as much as possible to live very much in the moment, but this circumstance, I can't manage, I can't deal with, I can't fix. I'm stuck in this body that I cannot control, that I cannot change, and I can do nothing about. Those are the cards I've been dealt. My life is a series of situations and circumstances that I did not choose. I live my day-to-day life trying to be okay with the fact that I live a life that is controlled by things that I didn't do. Circumstances and situations to do with me that I didn't create. And that is hard. So when you have somebody who comes to you who makes their own life complicated and miserable, and then has the nerve to come to me, involving me in drama that has nothing to do with me, when I'm struggling to stay alive, it's hard. It is so unbelievably hard. You know what it is? It's the complete lack of empathy for me. It's the complete lack of understanding of other people's issues and knowing that you don't know what happens in other people's lives. It's the complete lack of being in the healthcare system and having children and not caring about what may be going on in somebody else's life. For me, that's what it is for me. Honestly, amazing to me. Outside of that situation like we were just talking about, I struggle with this in general. I struggle in general with people complaining about things in their life because they made bad decisions. I struggle with it. And that's not fair. It's not always fair. People make mistakes, people mess up, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not a type of person who says you do one thing once, you're a terrible person, write you off forever. I'm not that type of person. I believe age plays a factor. I believe exposure and how you were raised plays a huge factor in how you grow up and how you deal with people. And I try so hard to be so forgiving. But it is hard. It is hard when people don't have self-control. And the part that I have a problem with is, if you want to mess up your own life, by all means, be my guest. I will watch from the stands. Not if you mess up your own life. The problem that I have is when people make mistakes and people mess up and people have so little self-control of their own feelings, their own thoughts, and eventually what they end up saying to other people, that they cause me stress. They cause me to have a panic attack. And I don't mean that, other people are responsible for how I feel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying deliberately saying to me over a situation that has nothing to do with me, and this has happened multiple times, I'm not just talking about what just happened, coming to me and saying, blah, 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 and I feel this way, so can you blah, blah, blah? No, don't try to guilt trip me. Do not do that. When it is something that does not have to do with me, is not my fault, and is not something I can fix. I have a problem when people come to me wanting me to do something different, trying to guilt trip me into doing something different, guilt tripping me with their emotions. I hate emotional manipulation is what it is. Really, honestly. It's a lack of self-control and it's emotional manipulation is what it is. And that drives me crazy. And it's happened many times. It's happened multiple times. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. I just have to get off the phone from scheduling my follow-up appointment for my aneurysm in my brain. I got so much going on. People just have no clue, and they be coming to me. Anyway, what's the moral of the story? You should think before you speak. You should think before you speak. Just because something may make you feel bad or may stress you out doesn't mean that you should put that onto other people. You shouldn't say, this is happening, so I'm gonna go and say this to somebody else. That's rude, and that is not fair, because we all have our own load that we have to carry, and nobody should be forced to carry somebody else's. I am disappointed. I mean, really, honestly. Obviously I'm disappointed. But I just wish people knew better. People knew how to act. Honestly, I sit here and I'm amazed at people who are older than me that don't know how to act. I am tired. And I know there's so many things in my life that people can't relate to, and people don't understand, and people don't even know, because I don't tell people. Because I don't use what I'm going through as an excuse to treat people like garbage. If people actually knew half of what I actually had to go through, if people would know the humiliation of having to go to the bathroom in front of somebody else because you can barely keep yourself upright on the toilet. Yeah, but I would never want to make somebody feel bad. Stop making people feel bad. Stop making people feel bad because you feel bad. Work on it yourself, but don't do it to other people. It's so messed up. You know what I have to do now? You know what I have anxiety over? I have anxiety over calling my primary doctor to get updated MRIs of my neck. Why? I don't know. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea. I bought tea from like a locally owned store, and it's like locally made tea. I bought a new tea strainer, and I'm gonna make tea. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna not talk to anybody for the rest of the day. Be kind and be considerate, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Because even though it's not your fault, if you say something that is vindictive and is rude and hurtful, and you push somebody over the edge, you are responsible for that. You are responsible for your words, especially when your words aren't rooted in truth and they're just rooted in your bad attitude. If I ever put this online, I don't know. I have this person blocked. So like part of me wants to just do whatever I want. But is that the good thing to do? I don't know. We'll see. Stay hydrated and stay kind. BTYL.